Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be my plan with me for the month of January, and I'm not gonna lie, it is currently the last week of the month and there isn't much left to plan, but I am gonna go back and retroactively kind of memory keep everything that happened and just put down some major deadlines. The stickers that you see here currently, I already put it on when I set up my Hobonichi Cousin, and I did that just to kind of help me get a head start and make myself more inclined to actually use the monthly section. Usually that does the trick, but obviously it didn't work for this month, and it's honestly just because the first week of the month was really busy for me, and for me, like, the longer I put something off, the less I'm likely to do it. I have all of the monthly pages in this pocket that I made. That way I don't end up losing all of my stickers. Okay, so I actually wanted to make a section here for books that I'm currently reading. I think I'll use this highlighter. I think I currently have more than 6 ongoing books, which is kind of ridiculous. This section is only going to be for books that I am like very much actively reading. And I think I'm gonna use these little, mini squares. Let me zoom you in because this is indeed very mini. I would probably use tweezers for these, but I'm too lazy to get them out. I'm almost finished reading The Master and Margarita. I really want to finish it in January, but we have about 5 days left, so I would have to read about maybe 50 pages a day, and yeah, I don't know if I can do that, but I'm still also reading The Worldly Philosophers, and this is kind of inaccurate, but I already finished reading The Bright Years, so I'm not currently reading it, but I did finish it in January, so I will keep it here. On the 14th, I also had a meeting with Canada Post. It was part of the shipping issues that we were facing. So on the 18th, I announced the end of the bean card program and also the changes in shipping. So that to me was like a very, very dreadful and daunting announcement. So I think actually several weeks leading up to this, I have been feeling really anxious, but especially Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was just like super emotional. I don't think I've ever been like that before, and I think I kind of scared my parents, but all is well. I really shouldn't be anxious. Obviously it wasn't good news, so there is going to be some anxiety, but I think my brain just like really overblows the bad stuff. But yes, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone's response. Again, it's obviously not positive news, so there is going to be some expected disappointment, and it is totally valid. Everyone has just been so kind, patient, and understanding, and I really appreciate it. And I will just keep trying to find better solutions for all of these problems. Okay, sorry, I am all over the place right now. 20th, my sister came over. This is actually, I think, the first time she came over to my house for dinner. She has come over several times before, but it was either just like an afternoon chat or a nighttime snack and tea sort of thing, but never legitimately for dinner. So I was really excited. And then on the 22nd, I had my appointment at the allergist, which was very exciting. Exciting in the sense that I honestly thought I would be waiting forever for this appointment. On the 23rd, I went to the pharmacy to order the, I think my pen's running out of ink. Hopefully I can make it through this video without having to refill. The 25th was a date night, so I'm gonna put down this laptop sticker. I am long distance, so date night is either through the phone or computer. Okay, so I can really feel that this is gonna run out of ink at any moment. I do have a few things that I still want to add, so I think I will continue filming this video on another day. Hello again, it is another day, and I'm gonna finish off this plan with me. Again, I just have a few more things that I want to add, but my Pilot Vanishing Point ran out of ink earlier. Thursday is my deadline for forwarding some shipping numbers to manufacturers in China. Lunar New Year is coming up, and it is a pretty big deadline, so I have to make sure I have everything ready. All right, and this week is mostly going to be locking in on work. So I'm gonna put down this lock-in sticker. This is definitely not like functional planning. I don't need to put this sticker here, but it's fun. And that's part of the reason why I am memory keeping this, even though the month is basically over. I think for many people, you would think that what really is the point of jotting all of this down again when the month is basically over? And to me, planning is definitely functional and it helps me keep my life together. But the other part of it is also a hobby for me. So it just makes me happy to play with all of my stickers and play with all of my stationery, and also it makes me very satisfied to see all of these pretty spreads throughout the year. So yes, for my monthly section, I do get some functional use out of it, but just in this case, I'm doing this for fun. I think this is it for my monthly section. There is one more thing that I want to do in this video, and it is the title page. I just had this idea today that I can include it in this video. I think it's somewhat relevant. So this is where I want to do like an overview of the month. I don't know why there's some, I don't know if you can see some dirty marks. Usually my fountain pen ink doesn't transfer, but I think I was just like pressing really hard when I was doing these doodles. So it is what it is. So my initial idea was to write positive things, negative things, I guess notable things, some yummy things, and then some due dates. But for the due dates, I feel like it's a little bit redundant. I have, where is it? I have this entire business calendar, so I don't really need to rewrite my due dates. And my due dates are more so important on a weekly/daily basis. So yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. Instead, I had an idea to mark down some things that I possibly bought during this month that I'm excited about. And because I don't want to encourage like myself to buy things just to be able to write something here, I can also write down any notable things about my relationship to money. I have a very complicated relationship to money, so this is something that I think will be quite helpful. A lot of people have said that they don't mind when I talk about negative stuff in my videos because it is just kind of the reality of life. And I think I do it often because I kind of view my videos as a diary. And in my case, one of the challenges that I face is that I don't really have coworkers that I can vent to about my job. And there are, of course, other shop owners who I chat with privately, and we kind of just like talk about general business frustrations. However, if I'm going through a problem, it is usually very specific to my store, and I can't really consult another business because they don't have the full context, or maybe it'll require me to disclose some sensitive information about my store or customers, which I definitely don't want to do. Anyways, all that is to say, I think that is why I often just kind of vent about business problems in my videos. But in an effort to be a little bit more positive, I think while I write about my January highlights, I will quickly talk about a few things that I am looking forward to this year, specifically for the store. So number one, even though I'm taking away the bean card program, I am really excited to kind of restructure the potato points program. I get a lot more flexibility with the different rewards that I can offer. I already designed 2 of the vinyls, and I have a really good idea for the sticker sheets. What else can I say? Yes, I already started the 2027 collection, at least like the initial planning stages. And I have one specific new idea that I think everyone is gonna love, and I can't wait to work on that. Let's think of one more positive thing. Okay, so every year I'm always asked whether I'm gonna do an advent calendar. I think I did one for 2020 and 2022. And then I haven't done one since. I'm not gonna promise anything because I am supposed to be taking things slow and recovering. But yeah, I do have an idea for an advent calendar, and I guess we'll just see like whether I will have the time and energy to work on it. So to put a percentage, let's say it's a 37% yes. Okay, I think that is all I have for this video. I do really like how this cover page looks, but I didn't expect to write so much under the money category, so it kind of looks unbalanced. I might add some decoration or maybe a quotation up top, we will see, but for now this is all I have. And then I love January's color so much, it is so fun and colorful. And as a sneak peek for February, it is going to be more of a sweeter spread. Still some bright yellows, but I love the cool toned blues and purples. Okay, anyways, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Take care and goodbye.